I don't know when I will ever get a chance to talk about this, but for most of us out there, when we first got into Pokemon, it was either buying a booster pack we saw at the store or getting a theme deck. For me, it was the starter deck, which I don't have the box here to show, but I'm sure a lot of you out there would also share the fact that your first introduction to Pokemon is either a booster pack, the starter deck, or a theme deck. The starter deck came with a pre-constructed deck that was literally a starter deck for the game. It was actually two decks, two 30-card, two-player decks, and a Machamp. That's supposed to be a first edition Machamp, but it's not a real first edition Machamp, it's just stamped with one, just to give you a rather good feeling that you're starting your collection off strong with a first edition card. And look at this Machamp. It's not my Machamp's still sealed in the container it came in, or I should say the little plastic sleeve it came in, but look at this Machamp. Ooh, pray for it. Now the deck list for the starter deck is not in the rulebook. It's actually in a little pamphlet book that came with the starter deck, which mine is missing, unfortunately. But I remember very well what the cards were, and I cross-checked it online. The first 30-card deck came with 4 Charmanders, 2 Charmeleons, 4 Ponytoss, a Growlithe, Energy Removal, Bill, Gust of Wind, Switch, 2 of them, and 14 Fire Energy cards. The second player deck had 4 Machops, 2 Machokes, 3 Diglets, 2 Rattatats, a Dratini, Pokedex, Energy Removal, Potion, and 14 Fighting Energy cards. What's interesting is that this was used to play a more simplified version of the Pokemon game, so instead of 6 prizes, you had 3 prizes. Now, was there any strategy or anything deep in these decks for starting gameplay? No, there wasn't anything at all. And obviously that's intended, because this is a starter deck. It's supposed to be just introduction to the game for 2 players on a simplistic version. It doesn't have anything in depth. You could argue the only things they have going is that the fire side had an energy retrieval because of Charmeleon and Charmander's Ember and Flamethrower attack, and also all of them have a retreat cost, so they had Switch, while the fighting side, Rattata and Diglett did not have a retreat cost, so you can switch them out while you're powering up Machoke with the fighting energy cards and using Potion to stall and energy removal to stall further. If you really wanted to, you could always combine these together and make a 160 card player deck, but you won't be able to use Machamp, and that was a big drawback, because how can you not use Machamp in a deck that has Machoke? What you end up doing is you can either remove Dratini to put in the Machamp, or remove 1 energy card from the fire or the fighting side. But ultimately, I wish I could say more about this, but there really isn't anything I could say. The starter deck was intended to be a complete starter, not a complicated or elaborate or strategic deck that one could use to play other decks. It was literally just for 2 people to learn how to play the game in its most simplistic method possible.